guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a guest. This is the one, the only, the iconic, the beautiful.
Thank you.
Mpomi. This is Mpomi. She's my little sister. If you guys did not see, which video was it again?
I don't know, the one where you did my hair.
Oh, yeah, it was
videos.
I did a hair video with her, but you guys didn't get to see her much. So today we're doing another video. I actually wanted to film something else, but like I was really lazy because I wanted to turn her into me, which means that I would have to do her makeup, but I'll do that sometime else. But anyway, without wasting any time, today we're going to be doing I'm basically going to be asking her questions. I'm gonna help her answer them. Basically, it's like life lessons. We kind of want to see if a girl her age knows anything about the things that we're gonna speak about, and if she's going to say anything profound.
Wow, profound.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, she's 11 years old. She's currently in grade 5, 6.
6.
Yeah, she's currently in grade 6. And what else? Tell them about yourself for a bit.
Well, me personally, I love my parents. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love my sister. I love my grandma. Well, I am extremely crazy. I'm an annoying person. I nag and nag and nag for the things I want, and if I don't get them, I am so dramatic. When I laugh at something funny, I usually laugh for like hours and hours and hours. Love clothing and shoes.
There was nothing left to say but period. Anyway, guys, let's get into the things. I'm gonna try not to speak about like things like death because for some reason she's scared of death.
It haunts me.
Okay, sharp. Okay. I had such a good question in my I had found such a good question.
Just ask me basic questions that come to you.
Okay. Question number 1. We're not gonna do many. Question number 1 is, do you think everyone should get married?
Actually, I don't think so, because some people don't want to get married until they feel like they should get married.
Preach to me. Anyway, is that your advice for people? So
Yes.
If someone comes up to you and is like, no, Mbomi, I think I don't want to get married, what would you say to them?
I would say that if you don't want to get married, then that's fine. If you don't want to get married, that means for some reason you can't get kids, but you can adopt kids if you want them. If you want kids, you can just adopt them. But when you feel like you want to get married, then you should just get married.
Okay, so basically you're saying it's their choice if they want to or not. Okay. Hey guys, her mom is in the next room. And we're just hoping that she doesn't do a young debut, because just before we started filming she started screaming, and I'm just like,
and I'm busy there whispering, Mom.
So what would you tell someone before they go to university? Like basically, okay, Ubuhle is whoever, your sister, your cousin, whoever is about to go to varsity, they're gonna move away, they're gonna start a new life, start their degree or diploma, certificate, whatever. What's the advice you'd give them?
So basically, let's say it's our cousin Tebo.
No, you don't have to put a name to anyone. Just say anyone.
Okay. So
and who the hell is Tebo?
Shimani.
Oh, why?
That's his real name.
Anyway.
Okay, so
I'm not a family girl, but anyway.
So I would say to him that yes, we're gonna miss him, but he should go on with his studies, because it's important for every single child on the world to have an education.
Yeah, besides, okay, that's a good point, but like, what would you tell them? Like, what advice would you tell them? Like, would you tell them?
I would tell them for their advice, I would say don't be friends with the wrong person.
So choose your friends wisely.
Yeah, because you don't know. And let's say you're this popular kid, and then people come running to you wanting to be your friend. Then you get them popular. They just leave you in the dust.
Okay.
Choose your friends wisely.
Choose your friends wisely. Okay. Oh yeah, actually, I was supposed to also like chip into the advice, even though this is not about me. Like today is not about me. Okay, my opinion on the marriage question is that like Boom is right. It's a choice. You literally can do what feels right to you. But either way you go, whether you marry or not, just make sure that it's your decision and it's no one else's. And in my opinion, to be quite honest, it's not that deep.
Nobody can force you to get married if you don't want to.
This is my 4th glass of coffee today.
That is so scary.
Anyway, so either way you go, just make sure that it's a choice that you're making because you genuinely want to make it, not because anyone is pressurizing you or you feel some sort of pressure from society.
Yeah.
Just shut all of that out and kind of like tune into what you want to do. And what was I saying? College. Oh yeah, for college/university. Let's say the scenario is like, let's say the person, you're giving advice to someone who's going to university or college. What advice would I give? Don't want to be cliche, but honestly, try and make those years, however long they are, whether it's 3 years, whether it's 4 years, whether it's 7 years, make those years memorable. Enjoy them as much as you can. Try and find a balance between the core reason that you're there, which is studying, and basically living your life. Explore if you can. If you're in a new city, try and be very touristy or whatnot, because that's one of the regrets I have about my varsity experience, that I haven't explored the city that I live in up until like very, very late. So enjoy and ask for help when you need it, and just familiarize yourself with all the like, you know how your university or your college will have like certain, what are they called, certain services, for lack of a better word, like they have counseling. Just find out if it's free, all of those things. So make sure that you kind of familiarize yourself with those things in the beginning, so that when you have issues, you know exactly where to go. Like familiarize yourself with your lecturers, your HOD, your dean, your faculty administrator, all of that. Anyway, how would you advise someone to make friends? Like if someone says to you, I'm lonely, I don't have friends, I'm shy, however old they are, whether it's a primary school or high school person, or like even someone who's like older, they come to you and they're like, okay, I am struggling to make friends. What advice would you give them?
I would say make friends with the people who like you for you. So if they see that you're alone and they think that they should comfort you, then if they do comfort you, I'd say choose the people who like you and love you for you.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but like, what if the person says like, no, I'm shy, whatever. Like, would you tell them like, maybe let's say you should, I don't know, you should try and speak to people, try and greet someone you want to be friends with? Because sometimes it's like, just, it's not that the other kids don't want to be your friend, it's just that maybe someone is shy to come and ask to be friends, or like ask for them to hang out with each other, whatnot.
Yeah. So if you're shy and the person who wants to be your friend is shy, they can't just come up to you and say, hi, my name is whatever, and if you like, can we be friends? If they're too shy to go up to you and say that, maybe you should just face your fears and then go to them.
I feel you. My advice in this regard, I feel like my advice is honestly going to be the worst, just because I genuinely do not know how to make friends. between the two of us, she's more social. She finds it very, very easy to make friends. I don't know if it's because she's young and
no, that's definitely not it.
I don't know if maybe it's that, because I don't remember being social when I was young either. But yeah, I just I don't vibe with people like that. But I think, as much as this like seems bleak and like lonely, I think I just found I don't know, happiness and like acceptance within just like being alone. Like, I'm a very alone-y person, and then somehow, somewhere, people who were like me found me. So I think that's better advice for someone who's older, like someone who's in varsity maybe. But in primary school and high school, I think the culture is deeply surrounded in you having friends physically at school. So in that case, take her advice and try and go and speak to the people you want to be friends with. If you're a bit older, just kind of evaluate if you need friends. I don't know, that sounds bleak. Anyway, she's still like in the process of being her parents' child. Sure. So the question is basically, what advice would you give like a parent on raising a child? And it's going to be interesting because it's coming from like a child's perspective. Okay. So what advice would you give a parent? Like, let's say mama comes to you right now and she's like, yo, homie, how do I parent you better? Yo, I hope my mom doesn't get offended by this. Guys, my mom's a Sagittarius. She can shut it down now. Like, okay, mama comes to you and be like, please let me know, like, give me advice on how I can like improve my parenting. Not her, don't do it like for her specifically, but just like, what are like tips for parents that you give? Like, what tips would you give?
Okay, so to all parents, I'd say to be a better parent, you have to understand the child better. I get that you understand the child, but you have to understand what the child is going through their childhood. Like, maybe the child is being bullied at school, but she's too scared to go up to the teachers because those people who are bullying her or him will bully them even more. So you have to try to understand your kids better. You don't have to always get them everything they want, but you have to get them what they deserve. You have to give them love. You have to give them care. You have to give them medical treatment.
Yes.
You have to give them feeling.
Oh.
You have to give them what they deserve, guys.
Sharp.
Not what they don't.
Thank you. It's a wrap, guys. Done. Cut the cameras. That was honestly bars. First and foremost, bars. I'm so glad I documented that. Like, honestly, I'm going to show that to your kids. Anyway, should you choose to have kids. Anyway, my advice to parents. Like, this is such a random thing because I don't think I've ever thought of this like in this exact context. I've never really thought about like what I would possibly tell a parent about parenting, just because I've always felt like I'm unequipped. But if I had to tell a parent or give a parent advice, similar to what she said, I think there's a great importance. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So there's a great importance in understanding your child, not understanding your child the way you want them to be, but understanding your child how they really are. And the reason why I say this is because parents love that thing of, I know you better than yourself. I know you. And if you actually think, they probably only know surface level things, because you're already coming to your child with this energy of, there's nothing I can learn from you. So your child also shuts off. and essentially doesn't confide in you and kind of like develop with you because you've shut them down to start with, right? So it's important for you to learn your child and understand that your child is growing and changing, meaning that the idea that I have of Mpumi today won't be the same the idea that I have of Mpumi today won't be exactly the same as the idea that I have of her in 2 months from now, because we'll be in a different place at a different time. She would have experienced a couple of more things. She would have learned a couple of more things. So I can't be stagnant in learning about her. I need to continuously learn about her. The same way we continuously learn who our friends are, we continuously learn about who our partners are, right? And just mutual respect is another thing. Just that parents should not, what's the word for it? Parents should not, my brain literally just farted. What was I speaking about first? I was speaking about what? I spoke about mutual respect.
Exactly. You were speaking of. The last thing you said was
about
parents should. What's this word, man? Man, English is
What
gone.
was I speaking about? I was thinking about authority, where that's what I wanted to say, that parents should not exercise the kind of authority that does not allow them to learn, and it makes them feel like their children are less than, and it makes them feel like their children do not respect the same level of respect. They feel like their children do not respect the same level of respect. What? Their children do not deserve the same level of respect as them. We need to mutually respect each other on the same level so that we can have an understanding.
And let your kids follow their dreams. They can't do what you always want them to do.
Yeah, so basically stop living vicariously through your kids. Stop trying to create yourself within your kids. Let your children be exactly who they are or they are meant to be.
I'm so my brain is so cloudy.
Your brain farted. She snorts like I can't tell.
I don't know why I snort. It's just
my sister's so uncool. It's so stressful.
It's so like, to the kids, live your dreams. You can't expect your parents to tell you what your dreams are. You have to choose what they are for yourself. Let's say your family is a line of long doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And then
doctors that are long. Yeah, line of doctors.
Yeah, a long line of doctors.
There we go. How brilliant it is when you use decent English. We love to see it.
Okay.
Genuinely.
Okay.
Fantastic. Stunning. Chef's kiss.
Let's say there are a long line of doctors. Mm-hmm. Your whole family, mm-hmm. from your ancestors to, mm-hmm. and then your parents and your grandparents, and most of your parents want you to also become a doctor, mm-hmm. but you don't want to be. But you don't want to be a doctor. You want to be something else, like a songwriter or a singer for the world. Shutting this down right now.
Okay, are you done?
No, not even close. Not even close. So, you should follow your dreams. Do something that makes you happy. Let's say you're like me, who loves to sing.
Sure, you're fine.
Exactly, and you've written 1 or 2 songs in this age.
Just a girl.
So maybe you want to become a songwriter, like an international pop star or something.
Yeah.
Like Beyonce,
Rihanna.
So follow your dreams, because your dreams are what make you you.
Yes.
And mistakes are what make you human.
Buzz.
Your parents cannot tell you just because you made 1 little mistake, your life is over. Keep on trying. Because when you try, Your mistakes are what make you human.
Amen.
Nobody can make you human with mistakes.
Amen and amen. Anyway, that was meaningful and rather lengthy, but
Yeah, I have to laugh.
guys, I'm so tired. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Please, 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 please. And what else? Follow me on Instagram. It's at Buhlengoma. Follow me on Twitter. It's at Buhlengoma _
TikTok.
Follow me on TikTok. It's at Buhle
And
_
follow me too.
At Buhlengoma _ right? Sure.
And follow me too, please.
And also follow me on Pinterest at Buhlengoma or at Buhlengoma _ But everything will be in the description. I'm filming tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. So if you have some sort of video request, which I have no idea why you would, I'm honestly preaching to all three of my viewers right now, let me know. Anyway, follow her. I'll also leave her handles in the description box, magic. I'm so sleepy, guys. I'm so sleepy.
I'm so tired. I really need a nap. I've been working since 11 o'clock.
Anyway, bye, guys. Love you. Bye.